The whole journey of getting to CSW 64 was exciting.
I felt kind of an excitement to be here because it's very, very different from where I come from.
Right.
I came to New York with a group of wonderful women from my home country of Australia, also First Nations women from New Zealand and across the Pacific.
But you know, I think now in reflection, as CSW 64 has been cancelled, in reflection, the journey now was about us having to spread and talk about the horrifying issue of sexual assault and domestic violence.
I think it's important because a lot of our women, or First Nations women, don't get a voice, and we have the opportunity to travel and be that voice for others back home and in the Pacific.
We had an opportunity in New York to hold an event to bring all of our women that travelled to New York, and it was very empowering to be able to have the opportunity to strengthen breaking the silent codes and having their voice heard, and to come together to have a speak out in a way that, I suppose, speaking our truth, strengthen our other sisters to be able to support them in that process of bringing our voices across the world, to say that, you know, it is not okay to be silent in DV and family violence across our Pacific nation.
I don't think there is a lot of good conversations about this topic because women are scared to speak up. We're told to be quiet and it's swept under the rug most of the time. The advice I would give is to seek help, speak to family, speak to someone that you trust.
And speaking our truth, having truth talk around women's circles, a part of their healing, and as much as it is for their families as well, not as an individual, but as the family, community and nation to grow strong and be a part of the support for our fellow women, and not forgetting our men's folk and our children as well.
I want my grandsons to know the way that they're meant to be treating the women in our community, and I want my sons to keep enforcing what I've taught them about the way they need to be treating the women in our community.
In Australia, there's often conversations around all Aboriginal women First Nations women get to share their stories, and it's always on a deficit. It's never the strength of a woman and the resilience and what they brought forward. So being able to do that has been really important for me.
And I also would like to go back to my community and talk about this experience and give the younger generation hope of life beyond child sexual assault in general, family and domestic violence. And I think sometimes when you're in that environment, it's incredibly hard to think beyond there. So I guess the other message is you can get beyond where you're at and you can go so much further in life.